everyone, James Baek here, and it's time for some more VGC 2015 battles from the Doubles Battle Spot Ladder. Today we'll be using the same team as the last couple of videos with Scrafty, Superior, Tyranitar, Metagross, Togekiss, and Volcarona. We're going to find two battles and see how we do. We're going to find someone from Germany, Draco or something like that, 1608 rating. We're going to see the team of, very standard team, Amoonguss, Talonflame, Garchomp, Rotom Wash, Bisharp, and Kangaskhan. So these Pokemon are actually all on the top 12 list, if I remember correctly, well, they were on the top 12 list of last season's battle spots, so very standard team. Amoonguss offers Rage Powder support and Spore, which is great to Pokemon like Kangaskhan who can set up. Talonflame, usually a Tailwind setter, but could be a bulky Willis or offensive like Choice Band. Garchomp, so many different item possibilities, it's ridiculous. Rocky Helmet, Yachi Berry, Hobbenberry, Focus Sash. It's so variant. There are so many variants you can run. Rotom Wash, spreads status and is annoying. Bisharp, just there to prevent any Intimidate uses. It's also a very hard hitter. And Kangaskhan, which is a Mega Pokemon that everyone should know by now. Tyranitar is my best lead. It can Ice Punch to Garchomp, it can Superpower to Bisharp and the Kangaskhan, Rock Slide to Talonflame, Ice Punch the Amoonguss, so I have no reason not to bring Tyranitar to this. I do want to bring Scrafty though. Only problem is, would he lead someone to counter Scrafty? He probably would. I'd probably assume like, I don't know what he would want to lead. I'm gonna guess Bisharp might lead. I think I'm going to bring, well, Superior, I'm running out of time. Going to bring Volcarona and Metagross as a lead with Tyranitar and Scrafty in the back. Gonna try to get the Intimidate off. This might have not been the best call, especially if he led with Talonflame. Talonflame will give me a bunch of trouble. But we'll see how this goes. I really wish I did lead Tyranitar actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So that is a regret. We're going to see Kangaskhan and Amoonguss to lead. So I actually called that just right. Going to send out a Metagross and Volcarona. He does not want to fake out the Volcarona because of Flame Body possibility. Going to Heat Wave here, and I'm going to... Do I want to Heat Wave or do I just want to Protect? I'm thinking of double protecting. I'm just going to protect my Metagross and go for the Heat Wave. If he goes for Fake Out onto the Volcarona, there's a 30% chance with each hit, which is 2, that he could get burned. So, definitely not a play you want to make. As Metagross is going to Mega Evolve, it's going to get the Speed Boost, the ability Tough Claws. He did not have any Intimidate on his team, so I'm not really worried about that right now. Metagross is going to protect. Let's see what is his Kangaskhan one for Fake Out, probably. Fake Out onto the Volcarona slot. That's going to do a lot of damage, but as I said, 30% chance to burn. Really, I was okay with that as it's not that strong. And he's going to Spore into the Metagross slot. I'm fine with. He's going to take burn damage. He's probably going to Power Punch the Metagross this turn. And I would assume Protect from the Amoonguss. I'm going to Heat Wave, and I think I'm going to Meteor Mash the Kangaskhan. Or do I want to risk the Spore? Kangaskhan's not really a big threat, but it could get Power Punch off. I think I'm just going to go for the Meteor Mash. Gotta predict the Amoonguss to Protect. But he's going to switch out, which is actually pretty good for me still. Gonna send out the Garchomp. I'm really happy to see that, actually. Meteor Mash is going to connect with the Kangaskhan, which should do a good amount. Oh yes, that's a good amount. Return going to happen from the Kangaskhan onto the Volcarona. Burn, but it's going to be able to pick up the KO, but Volcarona actually was okay being knocked out there. As it didn't want to take a Rock Slide from the Garchomp, and I can Ice Punch it next turn. I'm going to bring out Scrafty. Because now that Kangaskhan's at -3, yeah, -3 with the burn, Intimidate happens onto the Garchomp, so it's -1. His Kangaskhan should feign to burn, but I'm gonna predict him to switch. Nah, he really has no reason not to switch out the Kangaskhan. He's probably gonna protect Garchomp and sack off the Kang. I'm gonna fake out the Garchomp and Zen Headbutt. I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch in case he has Bisharp in the back. Okay, Fake Out gonna happen onto Garchomp. I'm up for Fake Out to break any potential Focus Sashes, which Garchomp can carry. Sucker Punch is gonna happen from the Kangaskhan, but this will not do much. Yeah, Metagross takes that so well, it's like it's resisted. Ice Punch gonna connect with the Kangaskhan, and this should scare his Garchomp. Critical hit on the Kang didn't matter at that point. He's probably gonna switch into Amoonguss. But if he has Bisharp in the back, he might actually want to bring that out. Fiora, that's Talonflame. Okay, so I'm predicting a Fire-type move onto the Metagross. If that's the case, I'm going to go for Rock Slide and protect my Metagross. If he Brave Bursts the Scrafty, I get a free switch out into Tyranitar, and Tyranitar will just love the position it's in. So I'm fine with losing Scrafty. If he goes for the Fire move on the Metagross, he's pretty much screwed thanks to Rock Slide. Metagross going to protect itself. Brave Bird going to happen from the Talonflame, but as I said, I am fine with losing my Scrafty because I get a free switch into Tyranitar basically. Scrafty going to go down, and I'm fine with that. Talonflame going to take a bunch of recoil anyway, as he went for the Earthquake. Okay. Gonna send out my Tyranitar, who should be faster than a Talonflame, and gets a Rock Slide off. So I'm in a really good position here, even though I'm down. I'm going to Rock Slide and Ice Punch the Garchomp. Or do I want to Ice Punch the Talonflame, stop predicting a switch out? Then again, he doesn't know I'm Scarftar. I'm gonna Ice Punch the Garchomp. He's gonna go for Tailwind! Don't know if that was the right call, to be honest. Rock Slide gonna happen. Gonna knock out the Talonflame, and I could get a possible flinch onto the Garchomp. But Mega Metagross is definitely faster than the Garchomp. I'm gonna get the Ice Punch off. Only problem I can see is Yachi Berry. Ice Punch gonna happen onto the Garchomp. It is not Yachi Berry, that's gonna take it out, and Amoonguss really can't win against Metagross and Tyranitar. Even with Tailwind up, I will be faster than the Amoonguss. It's a single target Rock Slide. Tyranitar's faster, can get a possibility of flinching. Metagross just gets one hit off and does a lot of damage. So gonna Rock Slide and Ice Punch. Not gonna risk a Zen Headbutt missing. Rock Slide gonna happen onto this Amoonguss. It should do a decent amount. It's single target stab. Yeah, that's a pretty good amount. Ice Punch gonna connect with the Amoonguss. This should be able to do a lot of damage. Yep, not enough to KO, but I'm fine with that as Rocky Helmet from the Amoonguss. And he's going to go for the Spore onto the Metagross, understandable. However, as long as I hit a Rock Slide, this game should be mine either way. And his attacking moves really won't do much to Metagross. Rock Slide and Ice Punch should knock out this Amoonguss, no problem. Rock Slide is going to connect with this Amoonguss, and I am going to take this game. So very close game. Not sure if Tailwind was the right call, to be honest. I mean, if he Tailwinded and protected, that would have actually been a much better play on his part, because then his Garchomp would have been able to outspeed both my Tyranitar and my Metagross, get an Earthquake off, but he didn't go for the Protect. So kind of surprised about that, but anyway, we are going to move on to game 2, so we'll be right back. We're going to find Daniel from Mexico, 1561. Let's see how this is going to go. Daniel has a pretty standard team of Landorus Variant, Sylveon, Gastrodon, Terrakion, Kangaskhan, and Thundurus Incarnate. So double Genies, the Terrakion's going to be annoying, Sylveon definitely common, and Kangaskhan the Mega. So Landorus, probably a Choice Scarf I would assume, I'd probably assume Choice Scarf. He doesn't have many fast things other than Terrakion. Sylveon, very heavy hitter, could be Choice Specs or support. Gastrodon is a very bulky Pokemon, used to counter rain, but Ludicolo is now common. Terrakion, very strong Pokemon. Don't know what its item is, could be Focus Sash. Or Lumberry, I would assume one of the two. Kangaskhan, very standard Mega, and we have the Thunderous Incarnate, which is spread status. Looking at this team, Superior is definitely a Pokemon I want to bring here. I think I'm going to lead Scrafty and Metagross since it does pretty well against this team. And I think I'm going to have Tyranitar and Superior in the back. I don't feel like bringing Volcarona. Landis Varian, Gastrodon, and Terrakion hit Volcarona pretty hard. Togekiss I don't want to bring because he has a bunch of spread moves. So Follow Me's not really that useful here. And he has Rock Slide from the Terrakion and the Landorus. He has Ice Beam with the Gastrodon. He has Thunderbolt with his Thunderous. Not really something I want to deal with. Just want to make sure that Scrafty and Metagross will be viable as a lead. And it looks pretty solid. The only problem I could see here would probably be Kangaskhan plus something else as a lead. Because I want to try to knock out the Landis right away. If you guys don't know, with this team, I specifically need to take care of Landis Variant really quickly. But then again, a -1 Landorus is 3-hit KOs my Mega Metagross. We're going to see Thunderous and Sylveon as lead. I'm fine with that. As Scrafty and Metagross are going to come out to play. Now, the question is, what? I do get the Intimidate off, but it's pretty useless against both these Pokemon. Sylveon most likely want to go Protect or Switch out, I would assume, but what did he have that could really take a Meteor Mash? I don't think he had much other than Gastrodon, who, if he didn't bring, I guess he would be in trouble, but I'm going to predict him to switch out his Sylveon or Protect, and I can get rid of the Thunderous right away with a Fake Out Ice Punch, hopefully. So I'm going to go for that play. Really no thoughts about it. Only problem I can see is Choice Spec Sylveon, and it goes for a Hyper Voice or Shadow Ball combo, which would be bad. Thunder's actually going to reveal Protect. Thunder's in VGC usually don't carry Protect, but apparently this one does. And that kind of caught me off guard, but gonna have to play around that. Okay, now I think I'm gonna... I don't want to go for Drain Punch. I don't want to go for Knockoff or Rock Slide. Kind of want to go for the Meteor Mash and the Knockoff onto the Sylveon slot. Yeah, I think I'm going to make that play. He's not going to risk a double Protect, I think. He's probably going to go for like a Thunder Wave and switch out. But he's not going to switch out. Thunder Wave going to have onto Metagross. If I get paralyzed, oh, that's going to be so bad. But Meteor Mash, gonna connect with the Sylveon. Okay, it's gonna knock it out, and I'm able to get a knockoff onto this Thunderous, which is huge. I do need to knock off this Thunderous' item effectively. Let's see what item it's holding. Citrus Berry? That did half. Yes, and it's a Citrus Berry. That was really impressive for Scrafty. Let's see who's gonna send out. I'm gonna say Terrakion. Not the Pokemon I was expecting. I was really expecting Landorus. He might be scared of the... Actually, he might be scared. He might be scared that I have, like, Ice Punch. I don't really have a great switch out, though. Oh, he probably didn't bring Landorus, actually. He probably has Kangaskhan in the back. And if that's the case, I need to preserve my Scrafty as much as I can. I'm gonna go into Superior, since Superior... It's not necessary anymore. If he didn't bring his Gastrodon, his Gastrodon and his other grass weakness thing. I don't need my Scrafty right now, and I'm gonna Ice Punch. What one's in it? I kinda just want to get rid of the Thunderous, because Thunderous is gonna be an annoying Pokemon to deal with, and if it Thunder Waves all my Pokemon, I might be in for a real big game. But he's going to go for the close combat onto my Metagross. He probably double attacked the Metagross, which was one of the plays I was thinking, but I really needed Scrafty for later. And it can reset the Intimidate, which will be nice. Thunderbolt going to have onto Metagross. Critical hit, that probably actually mattered since Thunderouses don't really do much like that They don't really carry much special attack investment. So I'm going to send out my Scrafty. Oh, this is so bad. I am going to get the Intimidate off, but I'd rather have been able to. Gonna Leaf Storm. I might as well go for the Leaf Storm onto Terrakion and fake out the Thunderous. I have no reason not to make that play. Thunderous is going to protect. He probably went for double protect here, to be honest. And yeah, that went downhill so fast. I knew my Mega Metagross is like 3-hit or 4-hit KO'd by Thunderbolt from Thunderous, so that was bad. Gonna go for the Leaf Storm and gonna go for the Rock Slide. Yeah, gonna make that play. Only problem I could see is him switching out Terrakion into his Kangaskhan, but I'm not sure if he wants to risk a Drain Punch. Yeah, he's not even gonna go for the Thunder Wave. Leaf Storm gonna happen onto his Terrakion. Goodbye. Oh, that's Focus Sash. Okay, so that was Focus Sash Terrakion. Gonna get +2 Superior though. Terrakion gonna go for the Close Combat onto the Superior slot. Wow, Superior took that like a champ. Even at -1, I'm still surprised it took that so well. Hidden Power from the Thunders as well. Please hit this Rock Slide, Scrafty, and that Hidden Power Ice didn't do as much as I thought. Terrakion avoids the attack. I kind of needed to hit the Terrakion. But Rock Slide is going to knock out this Thunders. Still not in the greatest position though. Okay, Kangaskhan gonna come out. I kind of just want to double attack the Terrakion, to be honest. Gonna go for the Hidden Power and Drain Punch, because if I waste a turn with like Fake Out or something, I'm screwed. Yeah, just gonna double attack the Terrakion. I have no reason not to. Kangaskhan gonna Mega Evolve. He's probably gonna go for Fake Out onto my Superior or Sucker Punch, and he's probably gonna Close Combat the Scrafty, but I don't think Close Combat will knock out my Scrafty. Fake Out gonna happen onto my Superior as expected. Couldn't do much. I could have protected, but he could have Sucker Punched me next turn and it would have been useless. I guess I could have got a Glare off. Close Combat gonna connect with my Scrafty. Not gonna knock it out, thank God. He's gonna get he's at -2 now, but Drain Punch is gonna be able to knock it out because it's at 1 HP. Goodbye, Terrakion. And now Tyranitar in the back, and Tyranitar does so well. Only problems I could see is his Kangaskhan having Protect. Gonna send out Tyranitar, gonna go for Superpower Drain Punch because I have no reason not to. Oh wait, he had Fake Out, so I'm assuming he doesn't have Protect. Gonna go for the Superpower onto his Kangaskhan and go for the Drain Punch. Hopefully I have this game sealed up. So Superpower is gonna connect with his Kangaskhan. Only problem I could see is if it's Drain Punch Kang. That actually might screw me over if it's Drain Punch. Please don't be Drain Punch. Power Up Punch. Okay, that I'm satisfied with. And he's gonna target my Scrafty. Critical hit didn't matter really. And he can't win. I'm Scarf Tyranitar. He can go for Sucker Punch, but it won't knock out even with my -1. And yeah. Gonna go for the Superpower and gonna win this by a close margin. That was definitely close. The crit definitely made it more closer, as he's gonna go for the Sucker Punch last attempt, but it's not gonna do much even at +1. Doesn't even do half. As Superpower gonna connect with his Kangaskhan and it's gonna be able to knock it out. So that will be today's VGC 2015 episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this VGC battles. If you did, please give a like to support the series. Be sure to check out the rest of my battles, which are in the description down below. Check out all my awesome VGC 2015 battles that I've had this season on BattleSpot, or this year I should say. Follow me on Twitter because you guys can get updates about my channel when new videos are coming out. Follow me on Twitch because I live stream 2 to 4 times a week usually, and I'll probably be streaming a lot of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Come check me out live. Check out my VGC tips, guides, tutorials, such as my team building episode of how to build a VGC team in 2015. Or you can check out my team preview guide, which is also there to help newcomers pick Pokemon in team previews, so definitely check those out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because you guys can have subscriber battles with me on my YouTube channel, where basically you subscribe to my channel, I battle you in different formats such as OU, Ubers, etc. And yeah, we have a bunch of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was James Baek, JamesFreak1, signing out.